Hey folks, OGGO here, and it is Hot Night in America. We have another Titanic matchup. Last Friday we had the Battle of the Undefeateds. We had Los Popochas against Probius. They went into that match undefeated, and Los Popochas came out the victor, and we have them again tonight. Gola going up against Phoenix Rising Citrine, who will heretofore in after be referred to as PRC, because I'm not trying to spit all that out during the match. So sir, Los Popo is still undefeated. Phoenix Rising Citrine has lost only to Probius. So on paper, this is Los Popo's match to lose, but we don't play the games on paper, do we, sir?
No. Thanks for having me. It's nice
Great
to be
to
here
have
as
you.
always. And I'm looking forward to this match. This is gonna, either solidify the Popochos team as the #1 in the division, or it's gonna give Citrine a chance to really step up and show what they're about. Again, I think we talked about it, or you talked about it before on your stream. Los Popochos came from both Division 1 and then Division 2, and it finally landed in Division 3 and are really flying through it. So they're pretty much on their way back to Division 2, whether they win or lose this game. But I'd really like to see an upset, just for the fun.
It's
that, and they beat us, so a little something there.
So, and your team is Annie Oak League. By the way, the action has started already. So, teams
Excellent.
love to screw the caster. So,
no,
they always
good.
They always start early. Los Popo
I gotta find which
has
channel
got
they're in.
first pick, which gives PRC they're in Match Lounge 13, which gives PRC the map pick. The first ban by PRC is Braxis. Los Popo bans Battlefield of Eternity. Los Popo, by the way, dominating on Towers of Doom the other night. I mean, put on a clinic. They're like a pack of wolves going after the camps. I mean, you played them, right? You said they're everywhere. They're really strong at the same time.
That BOE ban is no surprise. That's Citrine's best map. They've picked it 4 times and won almost every time.
Oh, is that right? Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
okay, so
Braxis
target
is
ban.
one of the only maps that the Popochos has picked more than once. They typically don't pick the map. I think they've opted not to pick maps in most of these, or they just haven't won the coin tosses, and then they win. So they loser chooses.
So PRC bans Sky Temple, a map that was dropped from NGS for this coming season. I guess nobody wants to deal with it in either league.
No, that's fascinating.
Volskaya is gone for Los Popo. Sorry, go ahead.
Neither team has put any interest in Sky Temple. That's an interesting ban. And Volskaya is a pretty fun map. I'm not sure why that ban is there, but I'm curious.
And we have Maker
see if I can
here.
Figure something out.
So anyone who
he's such a good caster.
He's fantastic. He is casting in Espanol, which I know hablo at all.
So if you really want to know how this team's name is pronounced.
Yeah, I do. I'll never get it right, but I
love Maker's casts. They're really great.
Popochas. Is that right?
Popochas, as far as I understand it. But I am of by no means an authority, and my team will tell you that. There's a wonderful story about how little I know Spanish.
So if you want that flavor, please check out Maker22. Otherwise, please do stick with us. We love having you here. As always, we don't claim to be expert level at the game. We do try to be entertaining and give you an opportunity to watch the great games brought to you by Division 3. Map pick. Question mark? Oh boy. Oh, PRC. Folks, PRC picks Towers of Doom. Wow.
So a real quick aside, I think this game could go to either team, mostly because of how well Probius play? Was it Probius that played Los Popochos last when they were both undefeated?
Just one. Just one moment, please. Sorry about that. Say again. I was just trying to take care of some business, get them to get on the right side
The
into
last
the lobby.
that last game was with Probius, right? Los Popochos.
Yep.
Probius.
And
So,
wow.
So in both of those games, though, Probius was first to 10 with a strong advantage, and they, in my opinion, made some aggressive decisions that cost them their early advantage, and then Los Popochos never gave it up to him. So that being said, I think Citrine has everything they need, talent and skill-wise to win this game. It's going to be a matter of if they can pull it together. I think it's going to be an uphill battle for them.
I think you're right. Look, you can really get into trouble looking at history and applying it to the future, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having explained rules. I can't get in the game at the moment. Can you?
No, I haven't seen it posted or anything. Well, I can tell that one of the players of the game isn't in either.
Yeah, launch.
I'll try to sneak in.
Yeah. So sorry, folks. One of the things, see, you're supposed to actually, when you set up a match, the left side should be the left side and right side should be the right side. Left side blue,
As
right
it's listed
side red.
on the webpage, yeah.
But they switch it, and if they switch it every game, it makes it difficult to keep track of. It's not a big deal, not the end of the world, but I just asked if we could get them on the proper side because it's easier and better for everybody. And it caused some great consternation, and I'm not getting an invite to the game, so we're just waiting to get in the game. Lobby link incoming, hopefully. Perfect. You should be able to join on me.
Okay.
You're the captain. You have a chance at revenge. Okay, so with all the business work done, and folks, hopefully I'll get better over time at coordinating all the logistics in the background and still keeping
We just have to entertain.
It's a little bit
until we're in the game.
Hello, Tuna. Hello, Rob. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Jugs. We have one team in the lobby. We have the other saying, come on, invite me. Point of fact, they were uninvitable because they were queued up for Storm League. So, yes. Okay, Towers of Doom. You were saying Probius got a little aggressive, and that might have hurt them. I also think, my amateur opinion, I think that their comp benefited them more early than late, is what I felt like.
Maybe.
And I could be wrong about that.
I don't remember thinking too hardly about the drafts. I just remember watching the flow of the battle and seeing that they had that early lead. They tried to do something with it. It backfired, and then they never were able to get a foothold in either game. but it could have been directly related to the, you know, their draft and how it was set up for early versus late game. I don't remember exactly what they were rolling.
They, well, the other thing too, they chose to push with Rexar. I remember it stood out to me during the match that they chose to focus. They had an Abathur and a Rexar and pushed heavy top. And
oh yeah, they had that weird Abathur.
And conventional wisdom says top does not win that map. They pushed it hard and they never quite could get it. So it's real easy to look back on it and say, oh, they shouldn't have tried to push top, right? That's like, you know, it's real easy when something doesn't work to say it was a mistake to try it, right? I don't know that.
Yeah.
I know that it seemed like maybe if you just let Abathur focus on that and had Rexar give a little more attention, bottom might have benefited them.
Yeah, I think you're right. What stands out in my mind were a couple of fights that they took with an advantage and then lost, unfortunately. Maybe because of just a bad positioning choice, a little too aggressive, trying to make something of what they had instead of like they were trying to force it instead of kind of letting it happen. And Los Popochos is too good to like give an opening. So
it's a great point.
What they found was really a trap. And that happened to him pretty much twice, and sealed the deal.
Goal, it's an excellent point. When you're that close to a team and they get an edge, right? Then everything can look like, oh, maybe draft, maybe this, maybe that. A fantastic team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes got ahead, right?
Yeah.
And so then you try to catch up and you start making mistakes. That just can be how that goes. Or maybe not even mistakes, but like you say, aggressive play. That aggressive play can either get you back in it or it can end up punishing you.
You told them we're ready, right?
Yeah. I have now. So, folks, this is it. This is the second cast in a row of the top two teams in the league. I mean, how lucky are we, folks? This is fantastic.
Should be good.
Gola, I want to take a moment to thank you. So, folks, Gola is the guy who got this started with me. The last two matches I have casted with Notai, great guy and my teammate. But Gola and I started this adventure months ago, if you recall. We practiced once or twice with the replay. And then we came back to this, and it was knowing that I could sort of lean on you that gave me the confidence to say, hey, let's try and practice with the replay and give it a shot. And again, at the end of the day, you can always mute me, him, us, and you're still going to see a great game, so it's hard to complain. And we're into the draft lobby. We're into the draft room. We're drafting. Okay. Anything you expect to see here, Gola? Anything in particular that you're looking for?
Let's see. Whose map pick was this? Just to.
This was PRC. PRC picked the map here.
Citrine took them to Towers of Doom. Let's see if we can figure out what Popochas might first pick. They are really good with Sylvanas, and they have used the Rexar before.
Okay.
As far as bans, let's see if we can figure out.
I believe against them, the bans were May, and I want to say Cassia in both matches against Probius.
They've got strong DPS. They've got a strong Ana. Yeah.
They also banned Ana against Probius, so that could be not just to do with talented players, and Irby's very strong on Ana. I'm not sure about PRC, but that could also be to do with what she does to the comps that they want to play, right?
I recently...
There's the May ban again.
Yeah. So May is out. Yep. I'm trying to remember if it was... I played against the Ana on Citrine the other day. I ran into a few of these guys in the CCS Amateur League on Thursday night, and they rolled us, but it was a lot of fun.
I'm thinking it has something to do... It's consistent enough that it has something to do with what they want to do. I mean, they're an aggressive dive team, right? You don't want to, like, initiate with your dive and go to sleep, right?
Yeah. So two really strong healers are out right now.
And do we see the Cassia
strong.
ban here?
I think so. Okay.
Okay, you mentioned the Sylvanas. Cassia's still
I did.
open. Does Los Popa jump right on that? No. No. Again, Joe.
So they took
And
the Johanna. Interesting.
we talked about
Which
it.
is
the cooldown on the
popular
Iron
pick.
Skin. Yeah, but she's still right there, right?
Yeah, she's still really popular and has been working for Citrine. So I think that's also kind of a steal.
That's like
Yep.
a pick and a ban in one then.
Yep,
Okay.
it is.
All right.
But the Cassia is open. I'm interested to see if Citrine picks it.
It'd be hard to think that Cassia and Tassadar don't get picked soon.
Oh my gosh.
Orphea.
That is a lot of DPS. Holy cow. That
Okay.
is a dream team of DPS.
Do we see the Tassadar here?
I would not Tassadar into those two DPS. He would
Because
probably...
Because he's a turret?
It's like 2 mobile DPS versus 1 rooted DPS.
Yeah, he's a turret.
Not gonna be a good day. Yeah.
He's a powerful turret, but he's a turret.
Lunara. So Lunara is definitely the pick into Orphea. It's actually one of the harder, and I think it works pretty well against Cassia too.
Kite for days.
Cassia. Yeah, it makes it harder to hit her with their skill shots, and that's all you need.
I want to say, I'm trying to remember. I want to say they had the Brightwing, and that he blinked in. He did in that Towers of Doom game Friday night.
It's a good band.
Los
But he's
Popa
such a
had
good hero.
Brightwing, and he kept blinking in at the last second. I'm quite certain of it. My memory's not what it used to be, but I think
a good Brightwing can be really annoying.
So they definitely don't want to deal with this Sonya. I love that, and
another popular pick for the Popochas.
Yeah, and then they ban out the Blood Rage, the Arar, whatever Rhaegar does.
I really want to know what
It has a name.
Azul was open. Bloodlust, yes.
Bloodlust, that's the one. Lust Rage,
Oh my
Red
gosh.
Rage,
So,
Red Rover.
So Sonya's been banned. Zul was picked up. I think Leo is the next best counter to the Zul double soak. Maybe
Do you?
Malthael. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking
think
beat him
Leo's-
up, go with a Chen or a Imperious.
Chen. Urel.
Urel. Oh, I'd love to see Imperious here. I would love to see it. Malthael, eh?
Malthael. So he's just gonna double
And
soak and
Nazebo.
avoid fighting him. So you're gonna have 2 double soakers. Oh, what's the Nazebo gonna do?
Major push.
That is me. Yep, you're right.
Major
So
push.
their 4-man has crazy siege.
Yep, they know. They know bottom lane wins this map. So go ahead, do whatever you want with Zul.
Is open.
Malthael's going to get us the XP, and we're
Wow.
just going to push bot.
These are some really strong drafts. Gio.
Absolutely fantastic, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. A lot of this is going to come down to whether or not the DPS, which DPS wins against each other. I think as far as everything else, it's evenly matched. Siege is in favor of Los Popochos, so they may be able to, win when they late game or just through siege pressure. One good fight and they're going to take towers.
With the Nazebo pick, does PRC feel pressure to dominate and get ahead early, that they're worried that late game they just can't handle Nazebo? Or do you not think that way?
No, I don't think that they're gonna be overly concerned. I think that if they just play like a normally aggressive Cassia and Orphea, and they hit their skill shots, then Los Popochos is gonna have a really hard time doing anything. But if they target Lunara and they miss a bunch, Los Popochos will probably take advantage of that. So again, I think it's going to come down to who's more effective, the Lunara versus the Orphea and the Cassia, and the Nazebo too. I feel like he's like a non-factor, but he's really strong if played well.
Well, we're going to find out, Gola. On the left side in the blue trunks, we have Ancient on Johanna, Conroy on Brightwing, Galindo on Malthael, Tiome on Nazebo, and Marnik on Lunara for Los Popo. Who have we got on the right side, Gola?
Fighting on the red side for Phoenix Rising Citrine. Rain is playing ETC. Lamort is playing Malfurion. Ace is on Orphea. Asmochad on the Zool. And Stoic bringing up the Cassia.
And here we go, folks.
Ooh.
This is it.
No brawl in mid.
Oh no! What about wasting abilities?
And we're not cheesing.
What about
a
burning
tower
mana
bottom.
for nothing? So, do you see anything, Gola, anything in the early talent picks that surprised you?
Banner regen. Yeah, I'm not sold on the Zool level 1, but it's good.
Good.
Attack speed, teleport.
What's different there? What do you see that's different there?
You can get a reduced cooldown thing. Oh wow, now
Joe's in a little trouble, but ETC is also taking a beating.
Yeah, the Lunara damage is coming out really strong.
Just slowly chips away that poison. You think you're fine, then also you look down, you're at 30, 25%, 20%.
Camps are spawning, and the poop team is heading to the left.
We know that Los Popos is going to be all over those all the time, right? And we know that they love to invade. PRC not taking the camps yet. Top lane, sorry.
No.
The offlaners are just rotating, just a steady rotation.
Citrine is struggling to clear the lane, so they just finished clearing the lane, and
here
at the
comes
same
the
time
invade,
that Popochas had finished their camp.
Yep.
Which just gives Popochas the ability to fight this camp.
And the longer the fight goes on, what happens, Gola? The pumpkins push bottom, right?
Oh yeah, but look at this. So the Zool rotated in, so it's a 5v4. This fight should go in favor of Citrine. They should at least get the camp. Orphea is chasing down the Joel, but I think she missed her Q, so she can't finish that up.
So they save the camp, but they lose the XP, right? And Malthael is already taking the top camp.
Yeah.
And we're down about a half level.
They did. They lost a bunch of XP on that. And the top camp. Wow.
That's how important those camp rotation timings can be.
And how important wave clear is. That all comes from clearing the wave quickly, go into the camp while the other team is still clearing the wave.
ETC setting up there. He wants a pick. He comes in. He gets a slide and doesn't get anybody. And we're going to lose Orphea.
Oh my gosh.
So now we're running. We're backing up PRC.
Orphea was fighting a little desperately there for no reason, but she was sensitive. The blood was in the water. You know what I mean?
Wanted to
Orphea
make
plays
something
on
happen.
She plays on a tightrope. Yeah.
Malthael content to just sort of chill. Wait until Zool leaves, then he'll go out and do his thing. So what do you expect to see here? Do you think that each team takes their own top, and then we were going to fight over the bottom altar?
I hope so. I hope it's an even trade top and a good fight bottom.
Malthael a little late, and Zool a little bit earlier, but neither of them in a big hurry to get to their altars. The fight is going to be a 4v4 bottom. Both top altars channel. Go ahead.
The poke is coming out from both teams. There's
Absolutely.
a slide from ETC. A lot of
that
DPS
is a
going on at
lot
Bahana.
of damage on Joe.
Wow. What a burst. Before the teleport
Wow.
comes in from Brightwing. So that should win them this bottom altar.
I think you want your healer back there channeling, Gola. I know you're still fighting, but...
Wow, they lost their Malfurion.
They lost Malfurion away from the action. Was that the poison continuing to work on him?
Yeah, Nazeebo was able to get into position to do damage, and he did it. They still get this channel.
Oh, that was the Nazeebo nuisance. Okay. I couldn't see what actually was still damaging him. And
he was low from the fight, and then
yeah
Nazeebo found an angle to finish him off.
I wish he had opted to just channel there. I know it's a tough call. You're the healer. You don't want to lead. Your team's going to yell at you, why weren't you healing? But I think you push forward zone and let your healer channel there. On the camps again.
So that's the danger with Malfurion. You're always up in the... You're basically a frontline healer. A slide goes out onto the unstoppable on Joe. Orphea is putting on the damage on Lunara. Oh my gosh. The teleport has to come in from Brightwing. Almost does enough. So they're going to use that to take this invade.
Wow.
He missed it.
So close.
Oh, he missed it by a hair.
Can he get a slide in? He does, but on the wrong target.
Slides and then gets polymorphed. That Brightwing is turning out to be really dangerous, both to the ETC and to the Orphea.
She was absolutely on point in that match Friday night.
Yeah.
And so far, same thing again here. But again,
Orphea
let's
is
go.
Usually She's usually a really good early pick, but Popochas knows how to play against her. It's clear that they've dealt with a strong Orphea before because they're not intimidated.
Well, Friday night they absolutely chased Orphea constantly.
They
she
are
was
invading
under
this camp again.
constant harass. They never let you have a camp for free.
Nope. Johanna's getting stunned. She has to use her unstoppable. Stoic Rain's at half health from the ETC. It's a 5v5 for this camp right before the altar.
I think they want to stop
Zul's at
working
half
on that
health.
camp and go in the fight.
Malf got stunned. The teleport comes out from Brightwing.
A lot of damage on ETC.
Trade ETC for Malthael. Oh, Malthael finally drops. I missed it. It was
Is this going to turn?
fell for ETC.
Is this going to turn? Look at Orphea.
3 for 1 right now.
Look at Orphea.
Popping off. Orphea.
Look at her go. Look at her go, Gola.
So that wins them the objective, and we can talk really quick about talents. This is my favorite Orphea build, where you get the chomp resets and extra attacks, extra damage on your auto.
That was all about that in that fight, wasn't it, Gola?
It was. Orphea is doing her job, and so is Cassia. To be fair, if you want to look at the damage really quickly, let's see. But yeah, it's Orphea. Orphea by far. But Lunara, comparatively, is doing more in the whole game. And let's look at her talent.
I'm not surprised, right? She came online
she got
immediately.
Range, and then spread. Okay, so she got safety talent and extra movement speed. So this is an interesting Lunara build, but that level 7 talent is going to help her do a lot of work.
Gola, PRC has 10 here.
They do. They got the 10s early. They're ahead in
Los Popochas
thing.
engaging anyway, and they pay the
two,
price.
2 dead. Oh my gosh, Johanna's not able to stop the Mosh in time, and 3 are falling. This should be a fort for Citrine, and the snowball has started to roll.
Gola, it's true at any level of play. If you are down a talent tier, especially a heroic, especially a 10 or a 20, and you engage into a fight, it's just not a fight that you want usually, right? That is not a 4v4. That's a 4v4 down a talent tier. They're right in front of their fort, and they still get absolutely demolished, and that's just a matter of knowing what the situation is. You wait 30 seconds, and you have that fight could go even or the other way.
Yeah. I think the back line was just a little too close to ETC, and ETC got him.
It was a great slide,
really
wasn't
play.
it?
Yeah,
he's
he caught.
come up off on a few of his slides, and that one was absolutely money. Absolutely set
absolutely
that
on
up.
point. The thing about this
Zul?
is, and this happens to me a lot of times, is I'll find a great pick with my Mosh, but it'll be too far before or too long before the objective.
And they catch the Zul Gola. Sorry.
They do catch that Zul. They catch the Zul while Citrine takes the tower bottom. But is that going to cost them both of these channels right here?
Yeah,
it does.
Is that
so they're
good
giving both of the
trade,
channels.
Gola? Or did we just do that because we lost Zul, so we figure, okay, let's take what we can take safely?
They lost Zul, so they're gonna make this play.
Okay.
It is arguable whether that was the best choice, but I think it's
I don't like this position. I don't like this position, Gola.
I think they're okay. They should be 4v4.
You've got
here.
ETC
Zul's
here
top.
now. Now I like it.
They're gonna walk these. They're gonna try to walk these in.
I didn't like it without the ETC. I thought you're taking an unnecessary
up in about
risk.
10 seconds.
Now you're ready to rock and roll. We have even talent
All the
tiers here.
ultis are up. But that camp isn't gonna make it to the gate.
No, and Los Popo is poking from back there. They've got Lunara, right? They're not interested in trying to fight something they don't need, right? There's no real point in them poking out. Now
Ultis
they'll
are
clear
up.
the wave. And
Zul's
look to
double
maybe
soaking.
start damaging that fort, but PRC says not
Cassio-
without a fight.
So now they're 3v4 under this tower while Cassia goes to get that camp.
So there'll be constant pressure bottom, right?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
ETC used his
ETC.
W at the wrong time. He's got to burn his slide. The root catches Joe, but she uses her unstoppable. This fort should be defendable with 3 people, even though ETC is now a little low.
Yeah, Malfurion will bring him right back up. There you go. You're almost
And
almost full health
Cassie is
here.
on the way back. The fort's still very healthy.
And meanwhile, just because I know these guys play hard too, here's the off lanes. Nothing happening. So back to bot.
They're double soaking really well.
Campaign
you can
mode.
Look at their XP.
Hot's campaign mode, everybody. PvE.
They're even. The Zul and Malthael are practically even on XP. They are both the champions of their team.
I knew that because I had the right screen up to show that. Probably.
I was just checking really quick.
Probably.
So Malthael is in. He's looking for this pick. Oh my gosh, he's out in the middle
Oh,
of nowhere. Rooted,
Malthael
slid.
is gonna
He's
drop
trying to teleport out.
right
Orphea drops
before
him.
the
Yep.
altar.
Oh my gosh, so Malthael rotated in a little aggressively and pays the price.
So
Popochas
that's
is a
one
little
each
off
from
balance right now.
one each from the offlaners, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
But they took the tower back before the channel.
Yeah, they did. And their siege damage we talked about earlier, the Lunara and the Zebo, they're gonna do that. Now it looks like Citrine's turn to invade a camp, and they're gonna do it even though they don't have the 16 advantage, and Zul is a million miles away. But they've got the poke down on Joe. She has to burn her unstoppable. Orphea is looking for an angle. I know that she's got her stacks up. She's definitely gonna try something.
PRC is up
ETC
10
is
kills to 4, so
everybody's ults are here. This is a 5v5. This is a huge team wipe or team fight. You should zoom. Oh, the wall comes out from Zul. Orphea is poking strong. Wow, they can't fight into it.
Los Popo just walks away.
They cannot fight into that. Yep.
So, again, maybe they're just saying to themselves, Gola.
Oh,
look,
EDC's looking for the slide.
that's a good slide.
He doesn't pull.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
But he
Lunara.
doesn't pull the
She's gonna
trigger on
walk
the
away.
mosh. Yep.
So, Los Popochas could be saying here, just getting a Zebo to 20. We don't care. We've got plenty of time, and we have a pause coming
comes out.
So, they're not a team that's going to panic, but I could say that they might not have been in this position this season, right? So on the one hand, I don't expect them to panic. On the other hand, I'm not sure that they have ever been in this position.
It's true. They're gonna lose the race to 16, but as far as towers are concerned, they're pretty close. As structures are concerned, they're even. The next altars, it's 3, and if they don't have 16s, they're only gonna really be able to contest 1, but that doesn't take them out of the game. It's towers have come back for a reason. I think that Citrine has to play this tight. If they ever think that, that they're in the lead and there's no way they can lose this, they'll lose the game.
Absolutely. This is still a very close match. We're off by one level here.
Yeah.
So far, I think the thing that stands out to me is 10 kills to 4. That's a significant lead, and it shows that PRC has been doing what they want in the team fights so far. And they have 16s. Right in time for the altars, they get 16s. There's no way that Los Popochas is going to get there in time. They are pressuring Zul. They're looking for the gank on the Zul, who's heading to his tower, walks right by a bush, and I think he's going to fall.
Yeah.
The counter invade, and PRC says, nope.
A perfect timing on that pick. That secures them 2 objectives when they should have really only gotten 1. And that puts them really, really right back. They're in this game, right? There might be down a talent, but they don't care. They're going to invade this camp. 5v4. They're going to catch
ETC way out of position.
Oh my gosh.
He walks away. They are more interested in the camps, so they let him walk away.
Yep. Popochas has 4 in the bottom lane. They just rotated Malthael back out. The momentum has shifted. The talents are even.
Yeah, Gola, the blue team says our turn. Our turn. You had
Zul
your turn.
Is rezzing now.
It's level 16. Now we're gonna. It's like a heavyweight battle, right? And one of the boxers has just been absolutely jabbing and hitting the hooks and the uppercuts, and now the other guy gets up after the bell ring, after the break, and says, "Now I'm gonna give you the body blows. I'm coming for you." Oh, ETC. ETC, that's a bush.
He walks into the Johanna. The root comes out, unstoppable from Joe.
I thought he would get punished more for that.
No, they don't have any strong lockdown for the ETC, and their DPS is all spread and damage over time. If you look at the damage numbers, Lunara is killing it. She's 50k hero damage, but it's all across every hero. Lunara, Orphea, on the other hand, has 31k hero damage, but it's all burst, and she's killing. Yeah, she's getting she's doing the work.
It can feel more impactful, right?
Yeah.
Lunara softens him up.
Orphea is 8 kills to 1. It's like I said in the beginning, this was going to be a question about which DPS was going to be more effective. Orphea is finding her targets over and over again.
ETC's in trouble here.
Oh,
that's too much.
And killed by the Johanna ulti comes out. Malthea ulti. These kills are coming at the perfect time for those Popochas.
But Orphea, it's doing work, but the Brightwing blink in.
Oh, Orphea's not done. There's a Kapali goes out. Each team is trying to reset. The Johanna's channeling in the top lane.
Golem PRC managed to walk away from that.
Lane.
They managed to walk away from that. I didn't think they would, Golem.
1 for nothing.
But
yeah,
I don't know how you stay and fight
this. Yeah, they have to turn this. The
Orphea's in
Polymorph just killed Orphea.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Malfurion's gonna go down.
Got caught by that circle.
Got caught in the zombies. I question. It looked like maybe a little bit of desperation when you're feeling it snowball. I don't think they should have stayed there and fought over that altar.
They fought over it in a not the most optimal way. I think that they could have chosen to fight there in not
defend and stall rather than and the blue team has got the fort. Gola, they got the fort.
They did. Blue team has taken the fort and the tower lead for the first time. It's 20-4. Oh man, was that the Johanna shield comes out and gets a kill on the Cassia.
And we take
Blessed Shield. Yep. Blessed Shield comes out. By the way, Emerald win from Brightwing. Last Rites has 2 stacks from Maltheo. Gargantuan on Nazebo, not the spirit monster thing. Thornwood Vines. Orphea or Lunara taking this really long range poke builds to do this, and their team is relying on catching people out of position and taking advantage of mistakes to take their advantage. I think that draft wise and in most even fights, except for that last one which was a 5v5, in most even fights the Citrine has been winning.
It wasn't a 5v5 for long because ETC engaged in a way that really it left him very exposed, and they were able to burn him down. So it turned.
So again, they
do stop all the pumpkins. Absolutely, they do stop all the pumpkins. Los Popo has the last 5 kills.
Yes, they do. The momentum has totally shifted in their favor.
And meanwhile, top lane, not a lot going on.
Los Popochas has complete control over this map right now. They've got level 20s. They've got 4 towers in their favor. They're channeling. They're going to get 5 more points. It'll be 20-9. Citrine is in trouble. They have a pretty narrow path to victory.
They wanted to turn that fort Gola before the altar channel, and they couldn't quite do it. There again with the lack of the siege damage, right? They're built for team fight, not for siege. And so now that Los Popochas has control, that hurts you, right? You're built to team fight. You're not built to go in and siege a fort.
Yeah.
And Los Popo knows this, so we're just gonna chill here. We've got a Brightwing and a Joe. We dare you to try and fight into us.
Yeah, it was interesting because they had a numerical advantage. They were 4v2 for a while, and they don't have the poke, they don't have the tools necessary to do damage to this bell tower, and now they're stuck in the 4v4 again.
5v4, I think.
They
brought everybody, but
to
Maltheel's coming down.
Yeah, Maltheel's here too.
He's on his way, so we're going to have a full 5v5 because Los Popo has nothing else to do on the map. Oh,
Polly,
ETC.
Blessed Shield misses. Maltheo uses his Malfurion is using Tranquility. Pumpkins are going out. Lunara's pumping out the damage. Brute misses.
That's a good slide. Stun on Lunara, and she burns down.
Yep.
Goal, could this be it?
The counter kill on ETC. They get 2 for 1. They're gonna get Stoic too. Nope. Stoic
Good
gets
dodge.
away.
Good dodge. Don't run in straight lines, people.
This is. Oh my gosh.
All the spiders.
The Nazebo spiders.
The spiders.
By the way, Nazebo has picked spiders as his first 3 talents. He has a spider build Nazebo. They found him.
Orphea thought she might
now
sneak.
If both of these go to Popochas, it's GG. So she needs to stop this channel.
Right, so she doesn't care about death because this is for the match.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it. Goal.
Well played.
GG, well played.
Wow, that turned fast.
Incredible.
Well played. Los Popochas
So
proving
fast.
to be the powerhouse of the division.
Oh, goal. Turns so quickly.
A very exciting match.
Well,
it came down to a couple of, a little bit of lack of communication, having the solo laner know where and when the enemy team might be approaching. That falls on, everybody to kind of keep him safe with up-to-date information. I often get yelled at in my team if a gank comes into my solo laner and I didn't mention that everyone had left the lane I was in.
the
That's
picks are...
usually a sore spot.
Yeah, Gola, that's why I bought the mini-map upgrade. And I would recommend that to everybody for just
I gotta
30,000 gold.
I don't
30,000
play a
gold.
lot of solo lane, but when I do, my focus goes straight to like this duel of the Titans. That's all that matters in my world is like what I'm supposed to do. And the rest of the blind spot, there's no mini map, there's no other team. I'm PvEing away, maybe fighting one guy, and all of a sudden all these other people show up to ruin my fun. Come on now.
So I'll say this as not a great offlaner. Not saying I'm a great player, right? But I've worked to improve, I can tell you this. Well, I'll say this: the day I stopped blaming other people for me getting ganked and started glancing at the map, it improved my game. Like, not talking about these teams, by the way. We're not crapping on any players. Just a little offshoot in the conversation there. But for any offlaners out there, you have all the information that your team does. It's right there in the map. If your team can see the enemy, you can see the enemy.
So it does help though to have I think
in
comms to have that information out there, what the enemy team is doing, especially like you don't always know like what direction they're going or if they're definitely coming your way. And sometimes like the second, like sometimes you need to know if you're playing on the edge, it's helpful to know the second that someone has looked at the map and saw it, because you might not have looked at the map that second, and then that critical information like missed you just in time. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's all it takes is just 1 second too late of noticing, and then you're
there's no question. There's no question. Yeah. It's absolutely true. Communication is vitally important in games, right? And the more you can talk, the better. But
especially those enemy positions, I've been thinking more about that. Knowing where they are accurately at all times is really empowering to both like being able to gank and to protect yourself.
Sorry, so we are actually they already invited me to the lobby. They didn't mention anything in chat. The game is Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm gonna try and figure out who picked the map, which looks like it was Los Popochas picked the map.
No, Los Popochas has first pick. So this is
I've got them.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
They switched sides.
Oh, did they? Oh man.
At least once.
Maker's telling them to do it. Yes.
Cast. Good man. Good man. He's got the juice. He's got the juice.
Before anyone complained.
I actually wasn't going to because I didn't want to start getting a rep.
Right.
Okay.
Excellent.
So now they need to switch the draft team, right? Okay. So.
Yes, they did it.
Tomb of the Spider Queen picked by PRC. Phoenix Rising Citrine. Do you know what a Citrine is?
It is a type of stone, basically. It's probably carbon, but it's not a diamond. Okay. I'm gonna say it's probably some type of quartz, and I think it's orange in color because it's got some metal in it. Let's see. I'm gonna Google it for us.
Don't know why the map bands didn't come up. Sorry, folks. Oh, I know why.
Oh man, I nailed it. It's a yellow glassy variety of quartz. And what did I say? An orangish
yellow
quartz?
Glassy variety of quartz.
Yep. An orange quartz.
All right. So we had a caster error there. Caster error.
Casterer? What's with that?
Yeah,
what happened?
Casterer. I didn't select the map
Some-
pool. I need to
oh
make
dear.
up. I need to make up a preset pool.
Sometimes I get hysterical.
I find you hysterical. Okay, I want to say this is the 4th game in a row that May has been banned out against Los Popochas. And Los Popochas again elects to go Ana and Deckard bans right out of the gate. And Sylvanas banned again. So if you're rubbing your eyes and wondering if you started watching the replay of this and Joe first picked, folks, I promise you this is game 2. The map is different, okay?
The map is different. I've confirmed. Confirmed. These bands are the same.
This is hysterical. Goofball. This is usually the game where I'll have lag for about 2 minutes, approximately, at some point.
Gul'dan. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Malfurion again.
I
Listen.
will not be denied.
Listen, I thought Malfurion did solid work. I want to say he got caught a couple of times, and I'm not gonna say anything about somebody getting caught a couple of times when they're a Malfurion in some close quarters with an Azebo.
Landing those moonfires.
He did an excellent job, I thought.
Yeah,
Raynor and Stukov.
The only reason Lunara had as high a damage as she did was because Malfurion was healing his team up to full over and over again.
He absolutely ETC'd go down to half.
It's exactly the same band.
It really is. It really is. Can you remember who's next? I can't remember who the third was.
Oh,
I want to remember and I can't. It wasn't Diablo.
No.
It's not Diablo. So there's something different. Lots of walls, right? Lots of walls. You don't want to give that opportunity.
Yeah.
For the Harvey Wallbangers. You know what's funny about that?
Diablo's in a great
I'm the
place.
only person old enough to know what the hell that is. It was a drink, kids. Your grandparents used to drink it with alcohol. Oh, Greymane and Garrosh. I love this draft. I love this draft.
Drugs.
I love this draft.
Wow.
That's why it's good.
Gosh. Malfurion, Greymane. Yep.
Remember, the people who want you to not do drugs are the not fun people who don't do drugs, folks. Let's be very clear.
Garrosh is a great pick on this map. It's really small. You can get around really quick for those picks. We've seen that
Malfurion is
team fight oriented.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we know. I was just gonna say I know that the Citrine isn't team fight oriented, but Gul'dan isn't my first pick for a mage with Garrosh.
That surprised me too. But Malfurion,
again.
the root,
we're gonna see
right?
the Zool. Yeah, the root, the Greymane, they've got what they need, and there is, I mean, the damage from Gul'dan.
KT,
Urel,
social distance
plays a really, really good Urel.
I love to see that.
I did play their whole team a few nights ago, and I was not allowed. We had to ban Urel every game. She was not allowed to be played. So, I'm expecting a lot out of that into this Malthael.
Malthael,
I think that's one of the good Malthael can do that, right? I don't know that matchup very well.
Malthael, I can't comment. Here's what I'll tell you. Malthael, in the hands of like an excellent player, is a much different hero. Like there are some heroes kind of that do similar stuff, right? At similar levels. Malthael is a completely different hero at this level, and I get very impressed to watch how people play him.
All right, real quick, you want to do the strengths and weaknesses for our blue team?
You go.
Sure. I mean, you got wave clear and an auto attacker. This is a really solid draft for Los Popochas. And on the for Citrine, a strong tank, great wave clear this time, which they didn't have last time.
Good siege.
The Urel for Asmochad. Yeah, exactly. I think that they're both really strong drafts, but in this case, Los Popochas feels like it's in a bit of a stronger place.
This is it, Gola. This is it.
The last game, I think, was decided by strong rotations and good picks. So basically calls by Los Popochas at the right times, timely picks. In this match, I think it's Citrine that needs to get those because they have the Garrosh.
We
And
have the Garrosh.
although Johanna was able to do it with Blessed Shield, now they've got a stun from KT as well as the root and the silence from Stukov at 13 at least. I think that both teams have a very similar play style, and it's kind of like watching two strong strikers fight it out. We're going to see who gets the better picks.
And let's talk about those teams, Gola. In the blue trunks, we have Ancient on Johanna. We have Conroy on Stukov, Malthael on Galindo on Malthael, Tiome on Kalthas, and Raynor on Marnik.
Oh my gosh, I'll get to the introduction in a second. Rain is taking a ton of damage on the Garrosh.
He sure did.
Asmochad playing the Yrel, Ace playing Gul'dan, Lamort on the Malfurion, and Stoic on Greymane.
So,
all right, the wave is cleared, and they are rotating. Asmochad on the Yrel to the bottom lane with Malthael, and the other 4 members, all 8 members of the other teammates going to the top lane. The fight goes on.
It continues in brawl mode.
Someone away. Oh my gosh. Raynor almost gets the kill on Rain, but a timely Moonfire from Malfurion is going to keep him alive.
Los
coming out
Popochas
right away is just incredible.
Los Popochas has not lost a map, Gola. I want to get that out there. They have not lost a map. So it's all down to this. This team probably has the best chance to do it. This game is the time to do it.
So it felt like Los Popochas was winning those early engagements. But if you look at the damage numbers, Citrine was putting out more damage. I think they were just a lot more focused on the Garrosh versus the other team.
Garrosh sitting there waiting, biding his time. Wants to try and get that pick you're talking about.
Yeah. If I were Popochas, I would be looking to pick the Gul'dan or the Greymane. Although Garrosh is taking a ton of damage, and if he gets poked out, he can't go in and do his job.
Gola, blue team already taking the bottom camp. Doing what they do. They're going to catch Malthael. PRC catches Malthael, but he, blinks.
Throws him, stuns him, roots
teleports
him,
out of there, but they catch him, and they get the pick.
They get the pick, but they lost that camp in the bottom lane.
They did.
Raynor picked up Ace in the hole, not Executioner. Mana Addict for Kalthas.
And Garrosh is looking for it again. He gets a throw in the stun. The root is down, and that's going to be Joe. Oh no, she walks it. Tell me she
falls.
Walk away.
Wow, they pick up the gems, and Garrosh is able to walk away. Another timely Moonfire.
Exactly the combo that we talked about in the draft. You get the toss, the stun, the root, and a Joe, who's going to get a little tankier, but she's already tanky, and they burned her right down. Gul'dan getting her at the end there with the last bit of damage needed to finish her off.
Nice corruption. Gul'dan's already at 16 stacks. Malfurion picked up mana regen and stacking roots.
Garrosh is setting up again, Gola.
For Greymane. Garrosh is stacking his level 1, and he picked up Indomitable. That's pretty normal.
He's just waiting.
And Yrel Dauntless. These are all very, very typical talents. Nope, those Popochas, I think they know how to play against Garrosh. They just a little...
he's awfully deep.
Yep, so Garrosh is stacking. Garrosh spread the bomb to his friends. They're not happy.
Social distance, people. Social distance.
They all need to get tested now.
Do not spread KT. Quarantine for 2 weeks, please.
Oh, man.
Rain is caught.
Wow.
I don't think... Malfurion kept... Oh, my gosh. I thought Malfurion kept him alive, but not quite.
That Raynor is just peppering Garrosh, and it is making it really hard for Garrosh to do his job.
He
the Q
brought
as
him...
an execute, as well as a knockback, is Raynor is playing it perfectly against the Garrosh. He knows exactly what to do against that hero.
He brought him his pasta, and he said, would you like some pepper?
Yeah.
And he gave him the pepper.
Yeah, so I said earlier that the blue team is going to look to kill Gul'dan or Greymane. Now they're just going to poke Garrosh down and take him out of the game. Whether he's dead or just at low life, that low life won't be doing much in this game.
Los Popa, well ahead on the turn-ins. Garrosh deep again, does get the KT, that should be a kill.
Excellent
Perfectly
kill.
executed.
So Garrosh, in spite of the damage coming out,
he's going to be in trouble.
Man, Raynor looking for more. Yrel comes in and knocks back the Raynor. So Yrel is going to be a great help.
She's a difference maker.
Raynor. Yeah.
She's a difference maker so far.
She's not going to take as much damage as well because of her level 1 talent.
Say when. Say when on the pepper. And my auto mod just banned out someone from who we're friends with. I gotta chill the auto mod out.
Okay, now both teams have the turn in and they're looking to get it. Malthael's trying to turn in, Johanna's trying to turn in, and they only need one of them to make it. This is
Joe
an excellent
got it.
strategy, and they get it.
So the first,
turn
turn
goes to,
the first
Popochas.
spiders will go to Los Popochas. XP almost even, Gola. Almost even.
Yeah.
3 kills to 1
Yep.
in the favor of PRC. Citrine. And the red team
Garrosh
gets a
taking a bunch
toss
of
they
damage,
want.
Throws Johanna in there. She roots.
Garrosh falls
drops
though and
before
Joe
Johanna.
walks.
Whew. There is just too much damage going out to Garrosh.
They almost invited that time, Gola. Sure,
He
if you want to
did.
walk in and toss Joe, go ahead.
I've done it before. You know, you think it's possible to get that kill sometimes, but when it doesn't happen, you're eating egg. You know what I mean? Egg on your face.
So the blue team is soaking top and mid. Urel's cleaning up bot safely. They do stop.
Top?
PRC does stop the top push at the wall, so that's a
Towers,
success,
yeah.
isn't it? They stop
lose-
the mid.
They lose all 3 walls. It looks like all 3 sets of towers, all 3 walls fall. Almost. There's like a hit point on that one tower.
But you know, I'm
And their
okay
well
with
is
that
falling
for a
in top
first.
lane.
I'm okay with that for a first round of
It's not bad,
spiders.
yeah. They're not worried about a double turn in, but the blue team is picking up the bottom camp. Red team looking for this gank
Oh,
on
Joe.
KT again.
Oh, Joe, the toss, and this time Garrosh is
Unstoppable.
saved, but the follow-up
Iron
brute
Skin
doesn't
comes
hit. Oh, right.
Rainer positions so well so that if he needs to get to this fight, he can. If he needs to run away from an invade, he can. Or if they let him, he can just take the camp.
Is Urel gonna?
Really well
she's
played.
gonna let him turn here.
Rainer is kind of like the unsung MVP so far of this game. The way he's been able to nullify Garrosh, get the kills on Garrosh, and Garrosh, the lot is on his shoulders. He's got to find the picks.
Gola, Stoic didn't turn in there. Are they waiting for something? Like this camp?
Looks like they wanted
They're
that
taking the
camp,
bruiser
yeah.
camp? Okay.
The camp, they're gonna clear bottom. I don't know why he didn't. If there was an opportunity, why he didn't just take it? Because they might not get another one. And now Popochas is very near their own turn.
Very close, and
The-
Stoic still
the
doesn't turn
dominance
in.
they've
I don't
been
understand.
showing, yeah, dominance they've been showing. I would be reluctant to give them too much advantage.
Something
could
like
help
this, I'm sure they have a reason. I
Yeah.
don't understand it.
So they
but
cleared the
they
bottom
have a
camp. They've
reason.
got their own camp rolling. They've got the better vision now. You really want to keep these lanes pushed out, and they got that turn in. So they timed it perfectly.
But Stoic is sitting on a absolute metric ton of them, but he'll just have to
Yeah.
play safely. You don't want to lose those
Yeah.
31. That's your next turn.
He hasn't been the target. He's been doing his job.
Is PRC going to
so-
three-man push mid?
Blue team took their camp.
Sorry,
too. Yeah, they
5-man
gotta take
push
that
mid?
camp down. Yeah, they do. They clear the camp and
Garrosh?
they're going 5
Looking
top.
for...
Malthael bottom. This is missed the stun.
Better get the
Tough
kill
break.
then. Better
This
get the
is
kill then.
unstoppable.
Okay,
Malthael's
Urel
still
goes
clearing
to mid.
bottom lane. Yeah, she's clearing mid now.
So you're getting the XP. You want to keep even on XP.
Oh,
Good
look
toss.
at that. Johanna
Good
took
toss.
a ton of damage. That cursed bullet, the root, the iron skin was down, and they knew it.
And the
Johanna
spider
just-
wave hit her too, and
Yeah, she made a mistake, and that could have just been
Got
the new
punished.
talent change. Hold your ground doesn't, or the iron skin just a much longer cooldown than it used to be.
so the
5
top four's
seconds
gonna
is a
fall.
world.
Oh,
Yeah, so the-
completely.
The
It's an
first Red
eternity.
Weavers for Citrine do a lot more than they did for Popochas. XP
As
is
expected.
even for both teams. Both teams have
And they're
this
turning in again.
another turn in. Oh wow, they're trying to get it before this. So Stoic is trying to get that.
That'd be a
gems
big
in, and they're
turn
gonna
in.
get that double turn.
That's a
double
big turn in. Lanes
we
are
love
pushed,
this.
Gola.
When this happens and you're the one doing this, you'd love this. And when it's not happening and it's happening to you, you hate to see it.
Now,
Oh, Rainer gets caught out, thrown into the root, stunned. That Rainer's gotta die.
how did
Rainer
he walk
walks
away?
Oh
How
my gosh,
did he
Rainer
walk
walks
away?
away, and Gul'dan falls. I think Johanna hasn't even
Oh,
used her stun
wow.
yet. There comes the Iron Skin, or the
This is
shield
bad,
from
Gola.
Johanna. That couldn't have been worse for Citrine. Garrosh is probably in a lot of trouble
walks
next.
out. That's fantastic. That is
Holy
excellent.
cow.
They only lost one. You got Urel pushing bottom Gola, so it's not a total loss. I mean, it's not what you wanted, but it's not a total loss.
Everything went onto that Rainer, and they didn't even use ultis to save him. He just
walked
used
out.
his big
Hit
heal.
his E.
Yeah,
Hit his E and his W, right?
It is
Ran
He's
out of
got
dodge.
armor.
Garrosh?
Yep.
Okay.
No,
Gets the KT.
very well. Oh wow.
Gets the KT. And KT walks away. What is happening?
Pyroblast.
I don't understand what I'm seeing. The KT...
That's the first meatball of the game doesn't do much.
I don't understand how that KT walked out.
Oh, this fight.
I don't like this.
Camp down here.
If
Yeah,
I'm
half
Los
health
Popo, I
brings
like
that-
it.
Well, yeah. Urel is really far away.
They're gonna
but they
give
get
it
this
up.
camp before. Yep.
They're going to let
It's the
it.
first time the red team gets that camp this game. And now they're gonna push bottom.
It's the first time I've ever seen the blue team give up a camp.
Give up a camp? Yeah.
Garrosh
Red team is looking
set
to
up.
Stop the blue team turn-in. Blue team
Listen.
just needs one person.
I like Garrosh's playstyle. He is not backing down from anything. He is looking for the grabs. He's looking for the toss. There's a cursed bullet goes out on Joe. He wants to toss and doesn't get it. And so
Yeah,
we're going to
that's
defend the
interesting.
turn here. It's a
Gravity
little-
laps
was that
down.
early on that cursed bullet? Do you want to wait until
No.
you get the toss first?
It's on a short cooldown. It'll be up again
Okay.
in 15 seconds.
All right. And we have a
There's the
full
Rainer
pressure
throw.
push by PRC. Rainer's Hyperion comes out. PRC backs out of that. The Tranquility's out.
So there's some good throws, but the focus isn't quite there. I think Rayman was out of
Malthael
that.
looking to
Oh,
turn
they're
in during
Malthael's
the
turning
action.
in, yep.
That's going to
But they get
be
the kill.
the Web Weavers,
So they get
but
the
2
turn
kills.
in, but lose. Yeah,
2 kills.
2 kills. So these web weavers, hopefully, it's going to be hard to do a lot with these
You're,
web weavers. if
you're
Los
well
Popochas.
pushed top. This Rainer
Oh my
guy
gosh,
here
the stun
finally.
Finally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Rainer's not gonna walk
extremely
away from
well
that
pushed top. Mid is even. You should be fine to defend here if you're PRC.
Wow.
And you're
Wow.
about a half level ahead. You got 7 kills to 3. What do you feel right now? You feel like you can do it? You getting the boys pumped up on the team, Gola?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Citrine should be
And
feeling really
ladies.
strong right now.
And ladies,
That
sorry.
couldn't have come at a better time for them.
They needed that. They needed that. It was turning a little bit sideways on them.
Yeah, because now Los Popochas doesn't get anything with that turn in. They don't have
Nothing.
any gems,
Nothing.
and they have no structures down. This is now it's looking really good for Citrine, and Popochas has to get a pick. They have to get a pick, and they have to change the momentum. So I think they're gonna. They
There's
just threw out the
the.
stun. They got the silence. The Johanna Blessed Shield went out,
But
but they
Pe-
didn't get the kill.
That's a couple. Well, that's a cooldown, and they walk away. PRC walks away from that. So you kind of take
Yeah.
a deep. Well, Tranquility came out, didn't it?
Johanna plus KT stun plus the Stukov combo
Urel pushing
is really
hard.
devastating. Oh wow, she got knocked back.
Knocked
this
back by
Rainer,
Rainer.
his Qs are so good. And there's the knockback from Stukov. Yeah.
PRC is all aggression. They're going to catch that
Oh my gosh,
Stukov.
Urel
Great
making
play.
a big play
Great
there.
play,
Huge
and they are
root.
melting.
Rain's going in anyway. Rain dies,
The
but
counter kill by
it's 2
Malthael.
for 1. Yep. The
2 for
gems all over the
2.
ground.
2 for 2. I did not see the other kill against Phoenix
Yeah,
Rising.
Garrosh. Yeah, I don't know how Gul'dan died either.
I think
It might have
Garrosh
been
went
the-
down
you
to
know
the
what?
Malthael, didn't he?
Yeah, but and then the Gul'dan probably to the Pyroblast, which I didn't see.
Yeah, I missed that too. But they are getting the turn in, and that's going to be another set of web weavers. Do you want
It
that
is.
before your team's up? Are they going to be up in
They'll
time?
be up in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, you do. You don't want to risk not getting it, actually.
Okay. At this point in the game, anybody can die. You don't want to lose those gems.
Yeah, that and just during the defense, it might be really tough to win.
Gola, this is anybody's game.
It sure is. Popochas is not out of this yet. They can get the kills they need to win it. They have everything in their combo kit to get
Garrosh,
Garrosh.
really deep. Really deep.
Yeah.
He wants the Joe. He wants the
Oh
Joe.
my
Curse
gosh.
Bullet is out.
Curse Bullet.
Unstoppable comes out. Good play by Joe.
Yeah.
She
Drawing
says
out
that
that
button
curse
still
bullet.
works. Button still
Stun is
works.
down from the. So these fights were pretty even in the 4v4. As soon as Urel showed up, it became much more one-sided.
They grabbed the Joe.
The Curse Bullet is down.
Garrosh takes far more damage.
Garrosh falls.
He took far more damage in that trade.
He did. The Curse Bullet
just has to run.
only just came up. If Curse Bullet was up during that throw, it might have been a different fight.
No, your
also,
cooldowns.
I've been
so
looking
tough.
for a good fear all game, and I haven't seen the cooldown used once. Like Horrify. If you've seen one, let me know.
I have
He's
not.
been sitting on that cooldown every fight that's gone by, where I'm like, oh man, he could have Horrified just to hear that kill. Horrify has been up.
You think he's looking for something in particular?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Uh-oh, Asmo. Yeah, you're all. What am I worried about? It's like 1 in 1,000 to catch a Urel.
All right, so the blue team got that late game Garrosh kill. That secured them a turn in, a camp. The red team picked up their mid camp, and
they're
we're gonna
about
be looking
to get
for the next fight. This game is all about the kills. It's 6 kills to 9, but the momentum shift has all been about who gets the next kill.
And the blue team's punching back with the web movers. So they're turning pressure.
Top lane's pushed out. Their best bet is that bottom fort.
Yeah, Los Popo has all their forts gone, and PRC still has all of their forts up. They're gonna lose them here.
Fighting over that bottom fort. Yeah, the bottom fort should fall.
Bottom fort's
This
gone.
could be a strong push. Yeah.
Oh, look at the
Garrosh
flank! Look at the flank!
Urel and Garrosh trying to get that Stukov. Garrosh taking a lot of damage. Urel pops her ulti. Rainer's ulti comes out. The Malfurion's using Tranquility, and nothing dies except for the keep.
That's a good idea, but an excellent reaction by Los Popo.
Yeah,
they reacted very well to that. The knockback was there, the toss was there, and they just spread and walked away.
Stukov picked a position next to a minion. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but it prevented Garrosh from getting the throw that he needed to secure the kill.
Malthael doing work with last strikes.
I mean, he's the anti-Garrosh, and he just executed him again. That's last strike number 3.
So they got 2 forts. They should get this fort as well. And Gola, we're even. We're coming up on level 20. We're dead even here.
Wow.
9 kills to 7.
Wow. Garrosh down for 30 seconds. This team is there taking the boss. It might be even. The red team might have level 20 first, but Popochas feels like they are winning. They might be right.
Once they get rolling, they have no fear.
Oh my gosh,
a pack of wolves.
It's so hard to stop them. Yeah. I think
red team is gonna
personally
let it go.
I find Garrosh to be a lot stronger early game, and
right
to start falling off late game.
Right. The HP and the armor doesn't seem to scale as much as the damage does, right?
Yeah.
And especially with the Malthael, right? He's looking. He's got one target.
Defense. If a kill here, it could be game. So Garrosh has to play this very carefully. He's got to know that they're gunning for him now. Urel should be the engage tool, and here it is. She's going in to harass the back line. A big stun goes out.
She does not have her ult up yet.
No, but she uses her unstoppable and just walks away. Her ulti's up in a couple of seconds. That buys her team a bunch of space to get this boss down before it even gets to the keep. Popochas wisely backs away. There's nothing's going to be had here.
Keep takes a little damage, but you're happy with that, right? You lost a wall,
Yeah.
little damage on the
That's
keep.
a good defense.
Not too bad.
20s all around. Malthael's soloing the camp mid.
Neither team has turn in.
No, this is a new game. Big fresh game. Waves are a little pushed in for Citrine.
Teams turning
The
in
team
even
has the
without
advantage
enough.
heading to the bottom camp.
Yeah, they're turning in just to be safe, right? No sense walking around with a bunch of change in your pocket in a bad neighborhood
Red
late
team,
at night, Gola.
Slightly closer to that turn-in, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. This is gonna come down to the next heroes that die and what happens after that. An easy camp defense mid. Blue team fishing for an advantage, looking for some poke damage. Garrosh hiding in the bush, but he is. I would run away.
He's gonna run. Discretion is, in fact, the better part of valor. Garrosh says nope.
Greymane clearing up the camp. The mid camp is picking up. So this is level 20s. There is a camp mid. Do you fight over this camp? Who gets this camp?
I don't know. I don't care about camps right now. All I'm looking for is them to make a mistake, either for either team, for the other team to make a mistake so we can get a pick. That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, well, that's the mistake. It's which team goes for this camp is the mistake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Greymane.
Stoic showed!
Greymane.
Oh, Stoic showed! They
Greymane
were walking
blinked.
into the trap!
Greymane
Oh!
blinked.
Oh!
I wonder what the comms sound like right now.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, Garrosh, no.
There's the...
Oh,
yep,
Garrosh,
blessed shield
no.
comes out on Garrosh.
They do get the counter. They do get the counter.
Johanna's at half health.
Urel is pressing the advantage.
Malfurion is ulting. Yeah, oh my gosh,
Urel is pressing the advantage.
She's coming in. She's got another Goomba stomp.
Could look for that Rainer.
Oh, no,
Her ult is up.
Oh, the stun catches two, but Urel is going to get a stun
She
on the
wants Stukov. She does
Greymane
not
is
want the
chasing
Joe.
with the Urel. The team has split into two different 2v2s.
That Joe might go down.
Is still going after the Stukov. Kael'thas
He
drops
wants
to,
it. Greymane
to
wants it.
Gul'dan
He has
in
to
the
walk
bottom
away.
lane.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
the Gul'dan was able to find the Kael'thas and get revenge for that meatball earlier.
I was trying to bounce back and forth, and I bet
I know,
my
there were
money
two
on
really
the
good fights
Greymane.
going on.
And I bet
I
wrong.
thought so too. That fight was rough. The Stukov was really good with the Johanna. Both of them able to escape from the Urel and the Greymane who were chasing them down.
We have a turn, and that's 30 seconds with no KT.
Wow.
Gola.
So it's 5v4.
Gola.
They're getting the turn and they're getting the camp. This has never looked better for any other team against Los Popochas.
This is the closest anyone's been. I think you got to pressure the bot keep, though. I don't think you wait. I think you got to start pressuring. You need them. They're going to have KT back.
There's a minute on the boss top. They're looking for picks. They need kills to end this game, and they know it.
That's what I mean. Put the pressure. They got the Rainer.
Stunned, rooted, taunted.
They got the Rainer. Watch out for the Malfield.
The fear comes out. That's a great fear.
There's the fear. Stukov isolated.
Oh, he gets the knockback to save himself.
He uses the creepy arm. The creepy arm saves him. It probably has another name.
Such a great fight.
KT's back, but you lost the Rainer.
I believe it's flailing swipe. He flailed at them.
Sure. That's what.
Johanna is in Garrosh's face. Garrosh at half-life. Urel jumping in there, knocking him back. First keep falls. Webweaver's in. Red team is looking to end the game. Big corruption goes out on Johanna. I don't know if Iron Skin has been used or not. Urel's already hitting the core. Urel is already hitting the core. She knows it's in. They've got the siege damage to do it too.
They're not
feeling
feeling
it yet. 20 seconds, 5v4.
They're not
taking
feeling
the top
it yet.
keep. All right, now they're walking in two waves, and they need one more kill. They got 15 seconds.
They wisely pulled back out, let that wave come in, and then push in. Now you need Gul'dan to do Gul'dan things.
Malfurion kills Garrosh.
Garrosh is down.
It's
bad. Too late. It's too late, Gola. It's too late. Gola, we just saw history.
Greymane and Gul'dan on the core.
We just saw history, my friend.
GG, well played. Yep. Popochas loses their first map to...
The GG's come out.
Phoenix Rising, Citrine. Well played.
Listen, everybody played their asses off. I gotta give it to Urel as my MVP.
Holy cow. Rainer was making plays. He was keeping Garrosh at bay. Garrosh was finding the picks he needed to. Johanna was getting the plays she needed to on the Garrosh. Garrosh died 7 times. 7 times. That hurts so much, but they didn't matter. They found the picks they needed. In the end, 9 kills to 12. The red team had more kills. What a great match. The damage, really about even.
I mean, everything's just about even, right? Like, there's slight variance. That's just a heavyweight battle.
Great game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really great.
But in the end, when the Garrosh starts falling off, Urel steps up and is disruptive.
I agree. Urel made some amazing plays, right? I mean, she saved Garrosh, she got picks. It was incredible. And their whole team stepped up and did a lot of work when they needed to. There were even some really, really clutch fears at the end from Gul'dan.
Los Popa has one thing to say. Map. Dragonshire.
Taking it to the Shire.
All they have to say. Map.
Yep.
Dragonshire.
Map Dragonshire.
Folks. You just saw history. to you 11 loyal viewers, like when this is on you, when you're watching this on YouTube, to you 8,542 viewers, loyal viewers, you just saw history. That is the first map lost by Los Popochas. And I can tell you this, they don't do post-game interviews. They're looking to go to bed already. They're mad because they don't want to be up this late.
Oh, that was so fun.
They already had their warm leche has already been prepared.
Did they get a churro with that?
And my gosh, unbelievable. So, quick note to chat. I have an auto. I'll take a look at my auto mod bot. That's why you got deleted out. I'm sorry, I don't have time to look at it in the middle of the game. But I'll take a look at it before the next match. So I'm sorry, Unicake Ray, my dear friend. I'm sorry that 16 of your messages were deleted and you were timed out for 30 seconds. Maybe if you would behave properly in a civilized manner, you would not find yourself. Wow.
Sanctioned.
All right. What am I doing here? I'm changing the score for Phoenix Rising Citrine.
Wow.
No one can believe it's happening.
No. Shock.
We got to remember to highlight that fight mid where the Rainer walked away. That was such a highlight reel play goal. So many highlights in that.
Yeah. A lot of great saves. There's the Stukov. They blocked him away. Stukov used his big heal, and I think Rainer used his armor and his heal. But other than that, no ultis went out. That was, I think, one of the first times I thought, I wonder if a fear there would have gotten a kill, but it wouldn't have mattered. They won the game.
You know, the Gul'dan saved the fear for when it really matters.
He did.
It was for Rainer.
You want that? Yeah, you want that cooldown when you really need it. Not gonna blow down anything.
Game 3. Thank you for the follow, Shusui. Shusui, you ate my lunch in our match, I believe. I want to say that you play for Bancho. And ate my lunch as a Chen. I fell asleep at the wheel and picked a thrall into you. And I can tell you, I think I had a tantrum and had to stop my stream after that game. I was so absolutely mad at myself because I don't get beat like that in off lane often. And you just ran me to death. So Norn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it very much. So Gola.
Oh yeah.
Update. I hit 3 new personal records in my strength training program today. My first post-corona records. So I hit a new high in the squat, the overhead press, and the deadlift.
Squat, overhead press.
They're not big numbers yet, but they're the biggest numbers that I have had.
Nice.
I did not
get them gains, bro.
I did not break both of my knees and rupture both of my quads as that poor Russian gentleman did trying to squat almost 900 pounds. Both of his knees broke and his quads tore when he was near the bottom of the lift.
I don't even want to imagine it, but I've done that. Thanks for bringing me that image. Yep.
Dragonshire. Talk to me about Dragonshire. I guess we've got a match coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the few maps that Popochas has actually picked, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I like that they've picked this map that has kind of fights in a lot of places.
You said they like Rexar.
They have picked Rexar.
All right. So Rexar
Yep.
definitely, I think you
Rexar or
have to
Sonya?
ban him out. Somebody has to
And
ban
the
him out.
Sylph. I bet we
But-
see the same bands, almost the same bands, the same first 4 bands.
You don't think that? I think Los Popos going after that Urel. I think they're banning the heck out of her.
Ooh.
I think they're going right after her. And if they
Would be
don't,
smart.
PRC better play the heck out of it. Pardon my language. There's the
Okay,
Rexar.
so
ban.
Rexar's down.
That leaves May open, by the way, unless they ban May next.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many bands that you want to put out there. Cassia,
Why am I not on the
Deckard
draft?
and Ana.
Not on the draft screen. I'm sitting here chatting away
I
to
don't
you,
know.
drinking my tea. Not on
But the first
draft
band was Rexar. The second band was Johanna.
Yeah, we're caught up.
So
instead of
Popochas
playing Joe,
doesn't-
we ban Joe.
Yep. They don't want to give Johanna to Citrine. It's interesting.
Yeah. So do we go after May? Yep, there it is.
Hey.
So that leaves open what's always been the second ban, not the Cassia. Who have they banned second every time? There's the
yeah.
Ana.
Ana and Deckard have been their bands. So now you've got Deckard and Cassia open. That's a
But who
possible
is
first pick.
PRC has banned May, and who has been the second ban every time? I can't remember. now.
Deckard.
No, it's been Ana Deckard
Oh.
for Los Popo.
Other team. Oh, I'm sorry.
May and Sylvanas.
Yep.
So they grabbed the Deckard
Alright.
right away. Deckard open, they
Such
grabbed the
easy-
Deckard. Do we see
Good-
Sylvanas then, since she's not
place.
banned?
Yeah, I think Sylvanas and Cassie would be huge right here.
Sylvanas great on this map, yeah? There she
Sonya
is.
Sylvanas.
There she is.
Sonya. How does Sonya do into URL? Do you know?
I think Urel on an even skill level should win that matchup. At least on Dragonshire, she's going to have the leap, the jump.
You know,
the,
they may have
so she
picked
captures the point
Dragonshire.
easier.
They may have picked Dragonshire because they know that they rotate fast and get them picks. So
Could be.
This is a map where
Oh,
if you're not on
wow.
the game,
I
Asmo
don't
chats.
like
the
it.
Malthael.
He didn't
Malthael
steal
into
him
the sun.
because Sonya's already picked. I don't like the
Yep.
pick. I don't like it.
Rather to have seen him on that URL, which was so monstrous.
Absolutely.
Last
Knock her back, jump over, cap the point, jump
game.
back.
Crazy. PC.
Look, they all know more about the game than I do, but right now I'm going to say I don't love that pick.
Mephisto. Okay. So the Cassia and the Orphea are still open.
I think it's just a double soak play, Gola. I think it's just
is,
a pure
yeah.
double soak play. Like, okay, you can have the point. We're going to win bottom, and we're going to get the XP.
Yeah.
I don't think he clears Sonya significantly, does he? Or am I wrong?
No, Sonya can double soak too, I think.
Yeah.
Diablo ban. I was thinking that. I was
Okay.
thinking Diablo ban.
All right. So who are they going to go with? ETC's off? Do they go Mal'Ganis?
No. Man, I'm blanking on. Well, there's their Brightwing. That really strong Brightwing.
Garrosh?
Now, you wouldn't want to take Garrosh into this either.
No?
No, they're gonna keep thinking about it. I'm gonna think about it for a second too. I have to actually look at the tanks and see what I would.
They wouldn't go Imperious main, would they?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But Blaze is out there.
A girl can dream. Wow.
Orphea Grey
Wow.
main. I was expecting to see the Orphea.
Oh boy. We saw this Gola. We saw this against Probius in game 2, and I said, I don't really think that works at this level of play. It worked. It worked. It worked.
Taunt
And
worked.
here again, now I doubly don't love the Malthael. Now, of course, he doesn't know that when he picks Malthael, right? You haven't seen the variant yet, but good.
So they were planning on picking that variant, and it works really well into the Orphea. A lot is on Orphea to win the game, and they have a lot of anti-Orphea.
They're
So
gonna chase her down like crazy.
yeah, well, the Brightwing is gonna poly her, and then she's gonna get stunned or taunted, and I don't see how she walks away from like any good kills. This is a lot is gonna depend on how well she picks her engagements. But there's gonna be great setups from ETC, huge healing from Deckard. The draft for Citrine is really strong. They've got what they need to win the game, but I think that Popochas has the stronger draft. I think they've got the counters to what Citrine has brought, and I would be surprised to see Citrine execute and win the game, even though, like I said, they've got what it takes, but I think they've got the uphill battle looking at the draft. Let's do the introduction.
Let's see. For Los Popochos, taking their first map loss this season, undefeated in the blue trunks. On the left side, we have Ancient on Varian, Tiome on Chromie, Marduk on Sylvanas, Boss Mama on Sonya, and Conroy on Brightwing.
And in the red corner, fighting on ETC is Rain. Lamort has picked Deckard. Ace on the Orphea. Asmo Chad on Malthael. And Stoic playing Greymane.
Look at this.
And look at what the red team is doing. They are in the top lane. They are taking out a well. That well is not long for this world.
Well. Uh-oh.
Whoa, Stoic dies to the tower before the blue team even shows up. Orphea's polyed and she drops next. It is a 2-for-0 in 30 seconds of this game for that well. Is that worth it? Would you go for that well for 2 kills? Meanwhile, Popochas,
they're just gonna take BRC's well. So, as embarrassing as that was, it didn't really hurt them. They have like 5-second death timers and minimal XP. I like the call if you don't lose the Greymane. I gotta tell you, he's gonna kind of wish that one hadn't been cast for a little while. That's gonna sting. That's gonna sting.
Oh, we should clip that. I'm gonna clip that and put it in Discord for him. Yeah.
Listen. He's an outstanding player. He is an outstanding player. It happens to all of us. So both wells down before we hit level 2. Chromie doing Chromie stuff. Chromie stuff here. Oh, the Deckard game.
Deckard almost gets the root on Varian.
Almost. I like Ace's Moxie on Orphea. Ace is just ready to go hardcore at any moment.
He plays on that tightrope. I love it.
Asmo channels.
Yeah,
look at the rotation here. Oh, watch yourself, ETC. Don't face check bushes, ETC.
Wow.
You can't do it. He gets out.
Power
he gets out the slide.
The blue team is not going to check that camp. Amazing. I thought for sure
they
the
were
blue
right
team would
there,
walk into
and
that camp.
they're all about the camps. Oh, it's.
Holy
I thought again they
cow.
were going to be on it.
Twice they just walked past it.
Okay, we got a battle going up on the top lane. Sonya pressure.
No, so there is the taunt. Yep.
Listen, Malthael's holding his own. Malthael's holding his own.
The Sonya. Asmo Chad is trying to take it back. There's a delay in mid. The fight is in the top lane. The Brightwing
They have to send Brightwing.
Take the blue team. Yep.
That's a win for PRC.
Team, so, red team rotates bottom.
Good call out. Malthael calls out, says, hey, I got Brightwing up here. You guys better be capping that point. Red team says, okay, stop bossing us around.
Oh, they get that. They get mid. They get bottom back just in time, but they need to get on that point or they're going to lose again.
They do.
Wow.
They do.
Wow.
This slide here could do work. It misses.
Woo,
it misses, and he's in trouble.
He gets
the
taunted.
Boop. The boop.
Chromie's pecking him off. Taunt is going to be up again. So the 3-man kind of lost. The blue team is taking the advantage in the 3-man in the bottom lane, and they get the first Dragger Knight. About 3 minutes in the game. 3:15.
There was a lot going on there. I'm sorry that I missed that dragon cap, but wow, it was a lot to try to.
Fight for the bottom temple was pretty intense. It was really close. It could have gone either way.
Root goes down to Sylvanas, but no harm,
Taunt
no
goes
foul.
on to ETC. ETC gets booted out. So again, you're looking at Los Popochas really targeting the front line, really looking to poke down the tank and weaken Citrine's ability to do anything. Big Ruby goes out. That must be 15 potions on the ground for the red team. Unbelievable.
If you get anything more than a wall with the first dragon, Gola, that's pretty good. You're
You like that?
happy with that. Anything
Time
more than a
stop on
wall.
the dragon.
First dragon doesn't do a whole lot now.
Has been double soaking this whole time.
And they
So
have
the blue team
sevens.
Blue team has 5 people in the bottom lane, and they tried to use Sylve to get that fort. It didn't work. The dragon is walking away.
No, it's a decent defense.
It was a decent defense, and it got him about, you know, a third of a level lead here, maybe more.
Not sure what Malthael's doing here, to be honest. I don't know if he just wants the lanes to push a little more.
Yeah,
What Chromie's doing work with those timeouts.
Yeah, I wish I could go over the talents, but the action has just been too intense. Real quick on the damage, though. And Chromie has doubled the next player in the game's hero damage. She is at 12k hero damage to Orphea's 4.5k.
And that's only going to improve as the game goes on.
Yeah. The blue team has showed that their draft is able to poke and to put out some effective damage better than the red team is at this point.
But the Varian has
Varian
been
with the
handled
taunt.
so far, for the most part,
Yeah.
yes?
Yes. However, I'm afraid that the draft is playing out in Popochas' favor.
Okay.
Orphea is ultimately ineffective as less effective than she was in the first game due to what she's
All that range
facing.
poke.
Yeah, the poke, the sheep, the taunt. She can't go in safely. She has to wait for ETC to make the play, and ETC is getting poked. Now
That
she's
is
in there
a
doing some
heavy
damage.
push. Malthael decides to go
Asma
in
Shan.
and is not
Ah! Nice
not
try,
going to
Malthael.
get the
Nice
counter
try.
kill. I think at the moment he hit the W, that might have been on his side of the wall.
Yeah.
And once he got over there, I think he just thought, I'm going to try and take somebody with me, and didn't quite live long enough.
Yep. But that's okay. He's already back. The
Yep.
Dragon Knight hasn't spawned yet. They've still got even levels.
Slight
but he's
XP
got a
lead.
camp he's got to deal with. Oh, there's the taunt on ETC.
Greymane dives the
Greymane
back
goes
line,
in,
so he's just
another
going to play right
slide.
through that. Look, the cursed
Yeah.
bullet is going to do a lot, yes?
It is. Well,
Against that very...
unless it goes into the protected. Wow, and they got another camp. So the blue team is able to hold objectives, clear camps, get kills. It is 3 kills to 0, although 2 of them came really early on. The other one was kind of negligible. So this game is still pretty even, but I would say that Popochas has control.
I actually thought originally that Los Popochas was Spanish for the camps, based on their playstyle.
Alright, so the
altars are up. Again, the
Citrine is in danger in the bottom lane.
top lane,
Taunt goes
Malthael's
on
getting
ETC,
bullied out.
huge damage, ETC drops. Stay a while, tries to
And
save her.
Malthael goes
They get
down
the
as
counter
well.
kill on Sylvanas. Orpheus
he's
puts
gonna
big
get
damage on, They
Chromie.
get the double kill. So it's 2 for 2 because they lose one in the top lane. Brightwing teleported top. I totally missed it. Cut you
Gotta
off.
turn that quickly. Los
they
Popa
get it.
barely
They turn it in
misses the
time.
Dragon Knight. Barely
Oh
misses the
my
Dragon
gosh.
Knight.
What an incredible battle. in both
Varian.
lanes.
Varian. I don't know about that.
He is outnumbered. He is
Brightwing
body
comes in.
blocked. There's the
Ult comes
ulti
down
for
from
the
Orphea.
Brightwing.
Wow,
Oh,
he
now
does
now
just walk
Orphea,
out.
Oh, Stoic's in trouble.
Greymane
Sonya
running for
is
his life.
tearing apart Greymane. Oh, he can't get any healing from Deckard,
What a
and they're able to get
Turn,
that.
Gola,
Sonya-
what a turn.
Sonya comes in and wrecks Greymane.
And I
They take
don't
the
know how long
bottom
Malthael
point.
can interrupt this.
No, they're all gonna go mid, and they're gonna fight 4v5 in mid. This is gonna be another drawn out brawl.
You have Deckard, so you have some
No,
good...
they're giving it.
They are?
Why are they giving it? I don't know why they didn't delay it a little bit. They could have. Orphea had a long range poke. Malthael had a long range poke. Greymane would have been back for the 3rd or 4th poke.
Well, you know, you've been sort of staggering a little bit, and so maybe they just want to make sure here, take the safe play.
Honestly, Citrine has been a little off balance all game. A little bit's the draft. A little bit has been their opening plays, I think.
But they have found the kills, and when they've found them, they've been very aggressive, right? They're hitting that
Yeah.
back line, so that's what they want to do.
By the way, Greymane has go for the throat.
Oh, he didn't take Cursed Bullet.
No.
He's all about that back line.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about the front line.
Malthael drops. They caught him mid lane.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, I was watching the Dragon Knight down here,
yeah.
and he's just punting stoic.
Yep.
Heavy pressure on
Dragon
the
Knight is pushing.
top forts. They want all of the forts. Los Popa does.
Yep. Meanwhile, they've got the dragon pushing bottom lane.
Can we get a mosh here?
Really smart.
Can we get a mosh here? No.
He got taunted. He got polyed. He was thinking about it. They've got the damage from Orphea, I think.
The protected has got to be
come
back
in.
up now.
They're just now picking their 13 talents though, so that's probably wise that he didn't mosh.
Los Popa going for your camp. That's what they do. Nope.
They sure are.
Nope.
Sonya's taking the bottom camp though.
She sure is.
It's theirs.
Yep.
It's theirs.
Greymane, wise
now they're
decision.
looking at the top camp.
Wise decision. He doesn't want to fight
They're
that.
going. The pings are out. No, they got
All right.
it too quickly.
Quickly taken by PRC.
Yeah.
Citrine just grabs that. That's the only way to take him when you're playing against Los Popa. Okay, Malthael's got to be really careful up here. I don't know that he gets any safe soak up there.
Popochas is in a really good position right now in this game.
Maybe trade a fort.
What do you do if you're Citrine right now, Gio?
Right now, I trade a fort. I see that they're getting ready to push that top fort. I tell Malthael to be safe, and I go for the bottom fort, and I just trade
Bottom
the fort.
fort, bottom camp. Yeah.
Because I don't think you defend this. Maybe you do.
Not
You're
against the
sending
cell.
5 up.
But they do need these kills. Here
You're
comes the
sending
slide.
5 up.
Maybe the mosh. He's looking
Can he
for
get
that
the mosh protected is down?
He's got
Nope.
He's got mosh tunnel vision. He's gonna get taunted.
Nope. He booped
All right, he
instead.
didn't get the mosh, but they defended the fort.
Yeah, they
So,
sure did.
They didn't trade. They defended and successfully. Now they
But
got
you got a camp
and they gotta
pushing
defend
top
again.
and a camp pushing bottom.
Popochas
Malthael's going
almost
to
at
clear
16. Taunt
pot.
is looking to come out. Nope. He doesn't taunt because he's under a root. Taunt is still available. And he will taunt anyone. Now this fort drops. I don't see how they
Yeah,
take
you
this
just
fort.
walk away.
You know,
Just walk away.
Yep. And you're right. They could have been working in the bottom lane this whole time. Now blue team has 16s. 16 talents online.
And they're
Chromie,
looking,
by the way, has gone full
where's the
sandblast
next
build.
camp? Where's the next camp? There's one bottom.
Yep, they're going for it too. This is actually, they're gonna get the camp, and they're getting the Dragonite. They're channeling the Dragonite. There's no way to interrupt this.
Gola, I told
think
you. He said 3
keep goes
words
down.
in chat after the last game. He said map, Dragonshire.
Dragonshire. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Their draft is impressive. I think Citrine is really struggling to get a foothold in this game. They need an amazing pick. They need a
They
great
can
mosh,
do it.
and they're not letting it. So Popochas has the tools to stop ETC, the tools to stop Orphea.
Los
They're-
Popa needs
they're-
1 kill here. They're up a talent
just
tier. They got the
walking.
dragon. They need 1 kill.
They're just walking through it. Yep.
1 kill.
Taunt goes out on the ETC, the polymorph to follow up. The
There's the
damage
boot.
from Orphea. Oh, the time lapse on Orphea. Stay a while to mitigate some of that damage. Orphea is still in there picking up potions. The dragon's at 40%. Everyone is healthy for the red team. They're
I
going to be
think-
able to defend this, no
I think
problem. No
Citrine
deaths.
defends here. They
Yep.
defend here.
And even without 16s, they're not going to lose anybody. The dragon's looking to get a well. Nah. Orphea Sonya
of
does have
damage
lead
on
if she
Rainier.
wanted.
Uh-oh,
Taunt goes
it's
out on the
turning.
Deckard.
That's
Oh,
it.
Deckard dropped.
That's the kill they
in an
needed.
Instant. Plus the Sylvanas
Ace.
ult went out. They got
Oh,
the silence. Orphea gets
you're not
polyed
gonna-
and dies. It's 2
That's
for nothing.
game, Gola.
And yeah, Popochas is just gonna end. They do not care. They are late to bed. They got the Sonya leap. They got another kill. GG. Well played all around.
Boy, I'll tell you. Phoenix
really,
drew
really
blood,
strong third game.
and Los Popa just like it woke them up,
Yep.
and they just said
Yep.
no. No.
Game 1, very back and forth. Game 2, very back and forth. Game 3,
Dominating.
all Popochas. Yep.
All
Well played,
Popachos all the time.
All poop.
Uh,
Game 3 was all
but-
poop, guys.
But much respect to PRC.
Oh,
They
it's not
came
over
to
yet.
play.
The core's got 30%.
You're right.
Oh, Chromie is down.
You're right. Sonya?
Varian's the next to fall.
Sonya?
Sonya's
Are
trying
you
on
talking
20% of the
game
core.
over? Oh
Apparently
no.
left. Sonya's trying to solo the core. 15%,
Oh,
16%.
cool.
Sonya drops. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Citrine defends. Oh, I thought I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
I think it was
Popochas.
reasonable to. I think it was reasonable to expect that
Oh
to
my
be
gosh.
over.
I'm so sorry, Citrine. Great defense. Excellent kills. Now what do they get with this?
I'll listen. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
That one was an honest mistake. I don't know how that just happened. Fantastic defense by BRC.
Wow.
As the
We are
casters
calling
call the
her
premature
Yeah,
GG.
cast a curse, right? Damn.
Hey, I've seen Kaldor do it.
I'm gonna wait from now on.
I'm not
Learned
calling
my
anything
lesson.
anymore.
I've been chagrined. Yeah, properly chagrined. All right, everybody is back up on the blue team. The red team was able to get the bottom wall. If I'm the red team, I'm a little disappointed with that, but I know I've been there. If it's all you can do, it's all you get. You know what I mean? You get what you can get.
Let's be honest
ETC
about
is
the
coming out
position
there.
they're in. They cannot ignore the bottom lane ever from
They
this
can't
point.
make a mistake.
So,
Taunt goes out on the
it's-
ETC. The burst comes out from the Sonya, and ETC drops like a rock. The second
So
counter kill goes out on the
does-
Sonya. So Sylvanas from
yeah.
Greymane. Stoic falls from Sonya. So now it's 2 for 1. Malthael is trying to get away. If Malthael dies, I don't think that they can defend the core.
I don't think
So
they
now
can
it's
defend anyway.
4 to
but what do I know?
3.
Looking for a gank here.
4 to 3.
I
Oh,
don't know how this is going
they
to
come
work
out.
for you.
Me neither. Orphea is trying to make a play.
It's a desperation play, and
Oh my gosh.
know that that's
Orphea gets
gonna
the
work.
kill against Chloe, but she falls to Varian. Decker just walks
Malthael
around
do
and
it?
heals himself.
Can
Look at
Malthael
those
do it?
potions.
Can Malthael take it? He's
Malthael's
targeting
looking-
Boss
it's-
Mama.
Look at the rubies though.
Look
Big
at
heal
that
goes out on the
Deckard
Boss
healing.
Mamba. I
Right
know
when
it.
shows
Now
up.
the mana bars are too low. That 3v2, amazing. Down to talent, down 20s, while the tower drops in the top lane.
Epic
I think
defense.
Epic defense. I think-
defense.
Popochas could look to take the Dragon Knight right now, and there's no way to defend the Dragon Knight from ending the game.
Well, they might be able to cap in time.
ETC is gonna channel the bottom tower before they can channel the top.
Yeah,
This is a game. This is a game.
yeah. I mean, you can't leave your bottom lane, but
You can't leave. No.
ever.
No.
But listen, we've seen stranger things.
Popochas is getting the kills, but the counter kills are preventing them from sealing the deal.
Unbelievable.
Now they're channeling bottom before the red team can get top. Varian's holding mid. Fight is going to be in the mid lane. 5v5. 20's
Orphea.
almost online.
Come on, Chromie.
We got Crater from, by the way, Crater from Sonya. Blink from Sylvanas. Vigilance, the taunt cooldown from Varian. Oh, Varian got the armor banner. Right wing has reduced cooldown on Blink on Emerald Wind. ETC looking for the slide. Gets time stop
Protected
from
is down.
Chromie.
Can we see the
Varian's
hero
looking for
mosh
the
here?
taunt.
we
Crater
see the
goes
hero
out
mosh?
on Mouth. Stay a while and listen. Greymane in the back line.
Greymane trying to
taunted.
do work, but he's getting
Greymane picks
chunked
up
down.
the ruby and he
Orphea.
lives. Just tons of damage going back and forth. No one's
Orphea
dying.
went right after
Infinite
the Sylvanas.
potions. Rubies.
I mean, this is a heavyweight battle.
There are a lot of ultis down, but Mosh is not one of them. Mosh is still up.
Malthael turned the
and
altar
Malthael
over
channeled the
top.
Yep. So
we're
the
a
delay
little split.
favors the blue team, as the
Of course.
catapults will
Absolutely.
pile up in the bottom lane.
Absolutely.
But they want to end the game. They're trying.
Are we going to
go
get
to
that
bed. We
variant
know
here?
this.
Where's the mosh?
Whoa, the slide missed. Oh no, ETC gets caught away from his
He
team.
is really
He's
out
turning
there.
the wrong way.
But Greymane engages
the
and he
root big huge
bursts
run.
down
Oh my
Brightwing.
gosh! The Sonya saves the Brightwing with that crater.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, the time
Uh-oh.
stop doesn't get Malthael.
core's taking
Malthael's
damage.
earthing to the core. Katas on 3 Katas.
The
2
core is
Katas.
taking
One
damage.
The Katas are
Malthael's back.
shooting. Katas are not shooting the core. Those Katas had to kill the minions first for some reason.
Guys, you didn't turn it. I guess you don't have to.
They
You got
didn't.
the top. You got top. You don't have to.
Taking their camp. The blue team
I mean,
their camp.
the big
Varian's looking to
brass
taunt
ones.
ETC in the mid lane.
The big brass ones on PRC here. They are not backing off in the least. 16% for them is 116%. They don't care. They are fighting this like they are dead even, Gola.
Popochas is collapsing into the bottom lane. They want this kill. Oh, okay, they're setting up in the bush. Okay.
The Tri-Bush of Doom.
Yep. So they know, okay, and meanwhile, red team takes the bottom camp.
All right.
Blue team decided not to wait.
They know where they are.
Moving in. Varian has been told that he's in danger. He just
got
got
the
split.
stun.
Here comes the mosh. Nope.
Sonya in the back
Taunt
line.
comes out on ETC. Polly. Varian taunt. Stay a while.
Potions
Hits
on
one.
point. Variant's going to drop here.
Sylvanas.
He
Oh
doesn't.
my
He
gosh.
makes it out with Brightwing.
Sonya heals through the thing. It's a Greymane gets double killed. The mosh finally lands on Varian, but ETC dies. Death mosh hits two. Malvale doesn't want to go in. He doesn't go in.
But that Ancient
It
on
is two
Varian is
kills,
unkillable.
2 kills. Yeah,
He is unkillable.
2 kills to 2. I can't believe it. Also, Sonya picked up a big heal from the Brightwing that I didn't think to live longer than she should have. Greymane goes onto the Varian. He gets taunted, polymorphed.
Greymane.
Big damage from that huge damage from Chromie, and then auto attack finishes Greymane.
And Malthael can't
be a
find
big
the
problem.
kill
Time stop on the
Brightwing.
Deckard. Deckard's gonna get taunted. He dies next. Malthael's Hearthen to deal with the camp that's pushing in the keep. But I think this
We're not going to
is
say
GG.
it. We're not going to say it.
No, I'm saying it. I'm
We're
saying
not
it.
going to say it.
I'm taking it back. What I said 5 minutes ago. It's GG. There's no way to end to protect the core.
You
I'm not
can't
gonna
stop
eat
the
my
Dragon
sock or
Knight.
anything if I'm wrong. You cannot stop the Dragon Knight. Like,
No, you can't.
Brightwing has to DC and do a dance in the mid lane to not win this game.
But
right
what we saw from PRC was incredible.
now. Amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
We had 5 more minutes of gameplay that just kills back and forth, back and forth. There's the taunt onto Orphea, and she does not walk away.
Folks, you do not want to see Ancient on Varian if you come up
Oh
again.
my gosh.
Actually, you just don't want to
They
see
got
those
the
Popochas.
Chromie. No.
Dragon Knight is ignoring everything, going straight
Chromie is
for the
killing
core.
everything that gets taunted.
Congratulations and well played to both teams.
GG's well played.
Really fantastic.
It was excellent. Fun time watching. Fun time casting. And thanks for
Incredible
everyone who stuck
respect
around
for
for all 3 games.
yeah, incredible respect for PRC to fight through like they did.
Yeah.
I would have bet you money the game was over right then, and
Oh
they
my
just
gosh, yeah.
refused to go quietly into the night.
They weren't giving it up easy. Well played.
Oh, Gola, how lucky are we,
Look
man?
at the numbers. Let's look at some numbers. That was great. Chromie. Doing the work, man. Orphea finally
That
coming up there in the
range.
numbers, making it work. But like I said, she just had a nightmare combo to work into. The Brightwing, or yeah, trying to do damage into Brightwing and Variant Taunt is nearly impossible, and she still managed to get a couple of great kills. But Chromie popping off on the taunts. Everyone else looking pretty good. The heals almost even. It's amazing to see Brightwing keeping up with the Deckard on Ruby heals.
Absolutely incredible.
It was
I
EDC
am,
struggled to get in there without taking a ton of damage.
Los Popochas remains undefeated.
Yeah, they are the team to beat.
They've taken a hit.
Yep.
They did take that map loss for the first time. But
Yep, that's a big deal for Phoenix Rising to actually get an extra map win, even though they
Huge.
lost the set.
Huge.
That's going to probably secure them a high seed in the playoffs.
Has Randy Newman played Los Popochas yet?
I will tell you in one moment.
Because I can't possibly look this information up on my own.
They have not. So they are probably...
That's a team
You-
that could contest.
Yeah.
That's a team
Yeah,
that
I
could
think
go
the
out there and play them.
Newmans are really strong. They could do it. So they
Unbelievable.
dropped the set to Titanus Revolution. So it'll be interesting. Another good match to see.
Absolutely.
Wow. Great.
We have
set.
an interview.
Excellent
I wasn't
games.
even going to ask him. Because they didn't want to do it last time.
All right. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I want to do an interview. All right, so we're going into the
Jesus, you need notes.
interview room over there.
Okay.
Whoop, we lost Gola. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. It's
yeah.
okay. It's okay. I fix.
I mean, I can bring it back, but I don't know if that fixes it for you.
It's okay. It is
Probably
okay.
some work. Probably lost me permanently.
We're just gonna get into the interview room here, and hopefully get Ancient to join us, or someone from Los Popochas. Anyone from Los Popochas we would love to speak with. Just pointing the captain of Los Popochas down to the interview room. Now we will hear how it's actually pronounced. I'm thrilled that he's willing to do an interview. If you have any questions, pop them up in the chat. If I can, I'll try to work them in.
Remind me real quick, what did the draft look like in game 1? They had the Johanna, Brightwing.
Oh, you put me on the spot. Did they have Brightwing game 1?
Yeah. They took Malthael, right? Game 1?
Game 1 and 2, I believe.
Who was their healer game 2?
Was it Deckard? Didn't they play Deckard game? No, Stukov.
No, it was banned.
Stukov.
Stukov, right.
All right. I think he knows where we are. Excellent.
What DPS did they take on game 2?
It was Raynor. The Raynor did work. Remember the positioning?
Yeah, Raynor and...
It was Raynor and you talking about who was the mage?
Yeah.
KT.
Right.
Whoop, we had Marnik for a moment. For just a moment. Now we lost. Dead air is what this is called, if y'all are wondering. And in video and radio production, this is called dead air, and it's the kiss of death.
So in game 1, just to recap, they had the Johanna, Brightwing, Malthael, Lunara, and Nazebo, and they played that into the ETC, Malfurion, and the Cassia and the Orphea were picked first.
Yeah, remember we saw that
And
damage come out.
who was the solo laner for Citrine in the first game?
Boss
So
Mama,
Malthael versus...
congratulations.
Hey,
Congratulations. GG's.
Thanks. I just want to say thank you to my teammate for holding it down till I just got out of work.
Oh, you just showed up then?
Yeah, I showed up for the third game. I just want to thank them for holding on for that long.
You know, so I'm going to admit to you that I missed that. I'm going to admit. So was it a substitute, or do you have a 6-man, 7-man roster, or was that a sub that played in for you?
I really don't know. They did not inform me.
Well, you got there just in time.
Oh yeah.
Incredible series. Incredible series. The first 2 games, I mean, well, I haven't seen anyone push you folks like that, and obviously you haven't lost a map all season. I have to tell you, and you can let me know, but the game 3 looked like that, just like you got punched in the nose and you guys came back pissed off and ready to fight game 3. Was that the mood?
Yeah, man. Game 3, I had to represent Los Popochas, man.
And now we finally hear it said properly. Apparently I butcher your name. I do the best I can, and it's awful. So it's nice to hear someone pronounce it correctly.
Oh yes, yeah. I was driving home and I was watching your stream on my phone, and I was like, man, my team needs me, man.
Well, you got there just in time. That Varian pick, you know, in the game Friday night, I said, oh, I don't think a Varian works at this level of play. Holy mackerel. You love Ancient on Varian, don't you?
Oh yeah, his Varian is excellent. It's just no when the right time to taunt. And the reason why we picked Varian is just to counter Orphea.
Yep. Yeah, he does know. I mean, he died once, and I think that I want to say that was pre-level 4, right? When he's not a real hero, he's still just a minion. And after that, he didn't die. And I think Gola, my co-caster here, has some questions for you too, Mamba.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh man. Well, since you were only in game 3, I guess I was gonna ask. You guys pull out that Varian Chromie combo a lot? That looked pretty comfortable for you.
To be honest, we don't even practice. We just we try to play on countering heroes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I noticed in game 1, the picks into the Chromie or the Cassia and the Lunara were Lunara worked really well into Orphea and Cassia. That's what I thought. And for like the early game, it was looking good for Phoenix Rising Citrine, but then the team made some calls and you guys got some really timely picks. I was worried that you were going to lose game 1 until I guess Ancient found some out of position players and turned it all around for you.
Oh yeah, I was watching game 1 driving on the way home, and I thought we were gonna lose, but somehow back on, and I was like, oh yeah, man. Yeah.
It was really fun to watch.
So Mamba, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to talk about your history and how you got here, because I think that's interesting to people. Do you mind if I bring that up a little bit? So
no, I don't mind at all. Go ahead.
Okay, so I heard you got placed first in Div 1 and had a long, tough season. Bumped to Div 2 and had a long, tough season. And you guys have, like, it looks to me like you've taken that to just say enough. And absolutely, tell me about the mentality of that. Because a lot of teams, to be honest with you, might just fold up the tents and walk away after that. So first of all, is that story true? And second of all, talk to me about how you guys came together after 2 rough seasons and got to where you are now.
I just joined Los Popochas recently this year.
Okay.
I don't have any whereabouts on the Division 1 or Division 2.
So that's what they did. They fired their offlaner. That's the answer to the question. They blamed the offlaner.
Yeah, and how I met these guys, I was playing a public game, and I allied with them, and they were very intelligent. They were intelligent players, and I started to roll with them because if you play Storm League and you play Random League, not to criticize other gamers, but some people, they're just they're just on there to troll. They're just on
Yeah.
there to troll.
Yeah.
Sir, we know what you're saying. We know what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
they're
picking up.
really
you get too many Storm League games with people like me. So okay, so you basically bumped into them. It gelled, and they were already a 4-man, and you were the missing piece.
Yes, that is correct.
Well,
That is correct.
you caught on to the. You grabbed the right ride, sir. You got the best lift driver here.
Oh yeah, they've been carrying me all these season long.
I don't think so, man. I think we could say tonight. I don't know. You showed up that game 3. Wow. Dominating performance. So what are you thinking from here on out? I think your next match, let me look it up here. You are back against, first match against Titanus, who was previously undefeated with you. Any thoughts about them yet, or you're not looking forward that far?
I'm not looking forward that far into the matches. I'm just taking the games one at a time.
Nice.
Well, you guys are a pleasure to cast. I'll tell you personally, I love your style. I've described you as a pack of wolves. You guys, nobody ever gets to have a camp for free. Nobody ever gets to relax. You guys are all over the map. Somehow aren't missing any XP, yet you got a 4-man roaming all over looking for picks and stealing camps, and you're a pleasure to watch. So congratulations to you on behalf of myself and Gola for the season you're having so far. It's well-deserved, and you guys are playing very well.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for casting the games, too. I love watching your streams. And also, I want to say thank you for Ancient for making all the correct calls.
Fantastic. You got to thank the caller. You're also supposed to do a shout-out to your mom. You know that, right? Hey, Mom. We did it, Mom. We did it. Listen, fantastic job. Well done and agreed. You don't get where you are without some really solid calls. So a lot of credit goes to Ancient for that. Congratulations to you. Enjoy the win.
GG's, well played.
Thanks, Gio. Thanks, Gola.
And
Have a
don't
good one,
watch, and we want you to watch our stream, but we don't want you to do it while you're driving anymore. Thank you, Mamba.
All right, good game, guys.
You too.
Peace.
Wow, what a great guy. What a great team. Folks, we're going to call it a night. It's been a long one. Thanks for tuning in. If you missed any of that, you want to see it later, I do put the stuff up on YouTube if you want to see any of the other matches. YouTube/OGGO. We appreciate the support. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for tuning in, and we will keep bringing you the action every chance we get. And thanks to, I think Gola has left the chat, but thanks to Gola. Appreciate it very much, him joining me to co-cast. So we'll see you all soon. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for having me.
He's back.
No, I'm back.
I just did the wrap-up, so thank you. Good job.